Rare clips that'll make you say, damn, that's rare. This guy's teeth has got to be stronger than vibranium. Apparently, this is a Tanzanian safari walk attraction, but goddamn, attraction or not, his teeth have to be steel plates. Just listen to this. This is the Coochie Mix, a multi-purpose, large-scale automated cooking system. The Coochie Mix is programmable to allow consistency over time, and the Coochie Mix is also extremely advanced, precise, and a slurry of other big words that make it sound incredibly impressive. The Coochie Mix, quite frankly, is just a really big food mixer. The Coochie Mix is also a homophone for the informal name of the female genitalia. The Coochie Mix is a really funny name. Every day I get reminded just how amazing humans are. So like, does this technically mean she can rearrange her own guts? That's crazy. What on earth could bro possibly be training for? This is the kind of warm-up exercises I imagine Diddy would be pulling before his freak-offs. This would be so embarrassing. It took a literal gorilla telling them off with sign language to get these visitors at a zoo to stop feeding it. This is fagottini, a type of Italian-filled pasta shaped into small pinched pouches. The Italians call it fagottini, but we like to refer to them as little homosexuals.
You can't say that!
Why not? It's satire. This was the moment a Chinese streamer's beauty filter crashed, causing her to lose 140,000 subscribers in just 1 minute. And honestly, I see why. Watching this pisses me off to an incomprehensibly magnanimous degree. Either this guy shares a brain cell with a sunfish, or he's doing this on purpose out of what can only be an intense, malicious hatred for this guy. This one's both heartwarming and heart-wrenching at the same time. So this Ukrainian woman wanted to record herself gardening when suddenly the air defense started firing on a Russian Shahd drone. Keep your eyes on the dog's reaction. War is such a horrible thing, man. On today's episode of Animals That Are Too Smart to Not Pay Taxes, we have crows. This crow was caught red-handed removing a bunch of anti-bird spikes that were installed on the building's ledge. And I know they say crows hold grudges and stuff, but this is just too much, man. What could this poor rat possibly have done to deserve this? And it went on for so long, too. This is just bullying at this point. This little big derpy guy thought he was gonna get a hug and maybe even get to first base. Unfortunately for him, this video has to go up on YouTube, and the dude was only measuring him. Bit of a side thought, but bears would be the absolute most perfect snuggle buddies. Too bad they're ravenous, murderous animals. So this is either one of the best inventions of the last decade or a furry's wet dream. Could be both. This is the RK Robotic Tail, a wearable device designed to enhance human balance and stability, acting like a pendulum to shift the center of gravity in real time. And here's the genius part. Researchers aim the technology primarily at helping the elderly maintain upright balance, though it also has potential applications for heavy lifting and industrial support. Sea otters will wrap themselves in kelp or seaweed to anchor themselves and prevent them from drifting away in strong currents or tides while resting or sleeping. This behavior allows them to stay in safe, familiar areas, and when in groups known as rafts, it helps them stay together without using energy to swim. I've never been so lost in my life, guys. I don't know whether to be scared or impressed. This cat managed to catch 27 mice, and then it very carefully lined them all up to show off its conquest to his owner. I think I'd pet the kitty, you know, just in case. These fish were really locked in on that TV, bro. Like literally every single one of them. This is how I get when Verstappen battles any of the Ferraris. Who caught the race this weekend? Speaking of Formula One, this is what a pit stop looked like in 1950. Back then, they could take up to an entire minute to complete, and they also just kind of freeballed the entire thing. Compare that to the heavily choreographed sub-2-second pit stops of today, and you can truly see how far innovation in motorsports has come in just 70 years. Max is the GOAT, by the way. I want this guy as a teammate for every airsoft game I go to, and I want the guy that threw the flashbang to be blacklisted from ever being my ally. What's more impressive is he did this with his gun hand. The process of adding color to rice looks satisfying and all, but why do they do it?
Ro's asking us like he's not going to explain it anyway. Do your job, Budget Google.
Why you gotta be so mean to me, man?
Well, it's primarily to enhance visual appeal and sometimes indicate specialized flavor profiles.
Good boy. Now, give some additional information we probably don't care about.
I was going to already, and not because you asked.
Turmeric is used for both a deep yellow color and a distinct earthy taste, and saffron adds a luxurious golden color and aroma. Did you know? Earth produces constant low-frequency vibrations, known as the Earth's hum or ambient seismic noise. These inaudible vibrations oscillate continuously between 2.9 and 4.5 millihertz, largely caused by ocean waves interacting with the seafloor. This photo of a young girl in Lopburi, Thailand, carrying an airsoft gun to defend her food from the local monkeys. The International Space Station orbits Earth at approximately 17,500 miles per hour, or 28,000 kilometers per hour. Traveling at this breakneck speed, the station completes a full orbit of the planet roughly every 90 minutes, allowing astronauts aboard to experience 16 sunrises and sunsets every day. This is how fast it moves at ground level. This one's insane. So recently, the Italian police raided one of the biggest counterfeiting operations in the history of Naples. Authorities uncovered a hidden workshop containing 31 digital printers responsible for producing millions of counterfeit euros. The operation produced counterfeit 20 euro, 50 euro, and 100 euro banknotes so realistic they fooled European banking systems. The printing press was hidden behind a false wall on rails inside a residential garage. But here's the insane part. All of this was done by a single man. He was responsible for printing approximately 1/4 of all counterfeit euros circulating in Europe. A Costco in Japan was offering free samples of Scotch whiskey. Now this is how you get customers. This is the Baijusi Yangtze River Bridge in Chongqing, China. The bridge's massive circular tower openings have earned it the nickname Stargate Bridge due to their resemblance to scenes from science fiction films like Interstellar. This is what it looks like when a Casio G-Shock Frogman dive watch undergoes extreme endurance testing. This rig operates inside a water-filled pressure chamber to test the watch's 200-meter diver certification. The robotic arms press the buttons while submerged to ensure seals hold up even when the watch is used underwater. I don't even watch fencing, but this is a really great way to convince someone to check it out. This fencing match was enhanced with a new broadcasting technology known as the sword tip visualization system. The system uses AI and 24 cameras to track the sword tips in real time and then renders the path of the blades as dynamic colored trails, making the fast movements of the sport easier to follow for viewers. It was developed by Japanese engineers at Robotics in Densulab, Tokyo, and honestly props to them for this. After closing time in an aquarium, these clever little otter pups help their janitor tidy up their toys. And as a reward, he gives the good boys and girls some tasty ice cubes. Hold up, is it possible to keep otters as pets? I wonder if my wife would agree to this.
She won't. Don't bother.
I guess even water puppies crave pets from time to time. If only this guy would just stop doing his job for 1 second and pet the adorable thing. I've got a fun question. If seals are the dogs of the water, then what creatures are the cats? I guess it'd have to be some kind of catfish. This is the Hasselbacken cabinet, a kinetic motion cabinet by designer Simon Lindbergh. The doors use magnetic panels that interact in a sequence to open and close. The piece is considered functional art rather than just traditional storage and is crafted from solid wood, jesmonite resin, and various magnetic components. I guess this guy got bored of making regular degular sculptures with chisels and shit because holy talent. I have such high respect for people that do subtractive sculpting, man. There's literally zero margin for error and no do-overs. How do they do it?
Just take away everything that doesn't look like a bear until you're left with just a bear.
That actually makes way too much sense for what you just said. This would be the perfect start to a rom-com, if the rom-com was made by Adult Swim, that is. I like how she just walked directly into the water, no hesitations. One of my 7 greatest fears is this shit right here. Ranking at number 4 above having my nipples stolen by a goth leprechaun, and ranking below number 3, the word gubernatorial.
Gubernatorial.
Why does the coolant in precision machining look like cum? This is a question we've all asked at some point in our lives. Luckily for you, I'm here to answer it. Coolants in precision machining, particularly soluble oils, appear white because they are emulsions, a mixture of oil and water that scatters light. When the concentrated oil is mixed with water, tiny oil droplets suspended in the water disperse light, creating a milky white, translucent appearance. This impressive mural is titled Rabbit Hole and was created by French artist Julien Malland. Located on Rue Jankowski in Le Mans, France. The artwork is an anamorphosis, meaning it uses perspective to create a 3D optical illusion that only appears perfectly aligned from a specific viewpoint. This guy makes reloading a shotgun look so easy. Battlefield devs are definitely going to be using this for the quick reload animation in their next game. This hunter's aura is so girthy that the animals just fly into his hands to save him the stress of having to hunt them. This is the type of stuff Chuck Norris was pulling in his prime. This is an ammonium dichromate volcano. It is an exothermic chemical decomposition fission reaction where orange ammonium dichromate crystals are ignited, breaking down into green chromium-3 oxide, nitrogen gas, and water vapor. The rapid release of hot gases causes the solid to erupt, creating sparks in a massive volcano of green, fluffy ash. This is the type of stuff you see in horror films. So a police body cam captured this footage from a hazing case at a University of Iowa fraternity, where over 24 blindfolded men were covered in substances in a basement. What had happened was the Iowa City Police and Fire Departments and the University of Iowa Police responded to a fire alarm at the Alpha Delta Phi fraternity house, where they discovered 56 blindfolded pledges with food thrown on them. The university investigated the incident and ultimately suspended the fraternity for 4 years until 2029. Watching this guy clear a clump of earth pubes looks extremely satisfying. Unless you're the one doing the work, then this looks excruciatingly painful and exhausting. Turns out there's an actual real-world use for scythes, rather than just a cool-looking walking stick for the big D, and by big D I mean death. Not D as in, like, you know, penis. Did you know? Amethyst, the popular February birthstone, is a purple variety of quartz that was once considered as valuable as ruby and emerald until large deposits were discovered in Brazil. It is found in volcanic rock cavities or veins, extracted through open pit or underground mining, and the raw gems are cut using diamond saws into shapes. Ever wondered what it'd look like to be fish bait? Well, nut up and watch this, because you're gonna learn right now. And you better be enjoying the experience too. Or else. This was the moment the former FedEx driver, Tanner Horner, pleaded guilty to capital murder and aggravated kidnapping in the killing of 7-year-old Athena Strand and was officially sentenced to die.
Jury, having answered the special issues making it mandatory that your punishment be death, it is therefore the order of this court that your punishment be death.
Horner was delivering the girl's Christmas gift, a box of Barbie dolls, to her home when he kidnapped her. She was later found dead not far from the property. Okay, so this is like really scary. A photographer was photographing when he zoomed in on 100 times and spotted this leopard, only to realize it had been watching him the entire time. Not surprising, as they possess exceptional eyesight, capable of spotting prey from up to a mile away, which is 1.5 kilometers in tea and crumpets speak. This demonstration shows the difference in the electrical conductivity of weak and strong acids. Strong acids are more conductive because they completely dissociate into ions in water, creating a high concentration of free charge carriers. This complete dissociation creates more mobile, conductive particles than weak acids, which only partially ionize. Did you get that? Probably not. I don't get it either. This beaut is a rosy Bork's parrot, a small Australian bird known for its gentle nature and unique pink plumage, which is a selective breeding mutation not typically found in wild birds, which are usually more brown. This fish spends most of its time buried in sand or mud, with only their eyes and upward-facing mouths exposed to wait for prey. It's called the Pacific Stargazer. If every product was advertised with even 10% of the zeal this lady puts into her adverts, then I genuinely think the world would be a much better place. Let's talk about the shoes, though. These heels gotta be more indestructible than Captain Man. What do you get when you mix a cracked ice surface and miles of open water in every direction? That's right, some truly horrendous nightmare fuel. Imagine looking at this from below the water surface. A hiker had this incredible close-up encounter with an absolutely stunning mountain goat. You just know he's mad about having this trespasser on his property. Boston Dynamics Atlas Robot can now do a full round-off back handspring and land it flawlessly. Meanwhile, I twisted my back while stretching this morning. Yeah, we're all cooked. This is a Jesus Bolt for a helicopter, and it's worth $8,000. It's called the Jesus Bolt because if it fails, it's already too late, and there's nothing left to do but pray. This is so cool and so creepy at the same time. What you're looking at is a room that was flooded and then froze over. It looks so trippy, I wouldn't set 2 toes anywhere near that ice. And that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, and please consider subscribing. It really goes a long way. Also, you should click this video showing up right now. Don't ask any questions, just do it. And thank you so much for watching. Be rare.